What's going on? Move the Mouse here, back in City Skylines, the town of Santa Rico. Let's play Season 2, episode number 25. And is that a fire we have happening off in the distance, right next to our emergency radio tower? Oh, that's great. Wonderful way to kick off the episode. I don't see any fire trucks anywhere in the vicinity. That could be a problem. Where is our nearest fire station? Seriously? Oh, that's a fire watch tower. Okay. Wow, our station's pretty far away. Hopefully they got there in time. Looks like they did. It's a little crispy, a little overdone, but we're good there. So we did disaster recovery and response in the last episode. We spread these radio towers out throughout the map. Seismic activity and tsunami buoy sensors, and got those all powered and connected, and threw in a bunch of emergency shelters. We have not gone back to fix the traffic lights around them yet, and at some point I will do that. I'm gonna have to go through and just do a deep inspection of all the different traffic lights. In case you're wondering, on consoles, pull out your inspection tool, hold Y on Xbox, triangle on PlayStation, and go over to the intersections, and then you can kind of zoom in and see where you have stop signs. You can flip it over to a stoplight. Ideally, you want less stoplights whenever possible. Let's do a quick scan down this road, because I know I dropped a couple emergency shelters over here. Those shouldn't generate a lot of traffic, so should be fine. If things get piled up after a disaster, that is certainly not what we need to worry about. I haven't come over here and done any traffic light inspection since we built this little monorail network out. So we'll stop the traffic on the side streets. Did I connect that through, really? I don't even remember connecting that through. We'll stop this one, and then we'll stop these side streets. A lot of people bustling around down there. A lot of activity happening in our city. So back into... Nope. Back into that view. No, we'll stop these. That should be good. Every time you kind of change the roads around, it's always good to try and keep up with this on the fly, really, but it's always good to take stock and kind of go back through, look at neighborhood by neighborhood, make sure you aren't causing any traffic jams with unnecessary lights. Fires everywhere today. I put in the emergency services, and now that we have good coverage, okay, we may as well test it out. So we've got a little bit of a dry spot in fire coverage there. A little bit up here. We could see, can we get another station maybe right up here across from our recycling plant? That may not be too bad. That improves things quite a bit up here on the hill. We can cram one in right here. That might cover over there. A little bit of a pocket in between, but that's okay. So what I want to do is I wanted to drop in some things today that we hadn't really done yet. So we've done med clinics and hospitals, cemeteries, and crematoriums, but we hadn't done some of these other extra health buildings. I thought that might be kind of cool to kind of spread around the map. So this is more of interest in the snowfall maps, where you want to warm things up. But this creates a health bonus to the neighborhood and increases happiness. So if we see any spots that aren't the healthiest, like this one right here, I didn't get a chance to call it up, but this building's complaining about noise because they are right outside this metro station. Awful spot for a residence. So, I mean, maybe we could kill two birds with one stone and make everybody else around here healthier and happier. And there we go. Little sauna. Doesn't quite fit in the skyline there, but we'll do it. I want to throw one down here somewhere. We've got a little bit of a spot, kind of nice central location. Maybe we could give people a reason to take this turnaround or to throw it back down here. And then if we can cram one up here. They definitely look more the part in the lower density districts. They will look kind of funny if we slip them in down here. But we've already got some lower profile buildings with the high school and the elementary school there, so that doesn't look too out of place. We've got a ton of demand, so as you can see, stuff's immediately moving back in the second we bulldoze. A lot of commercial and industrial, which we've been meeting with the office space. So we threw a couple saunas in. Let's see if we can find a couple more spots, just for fun. Got some smaller buildings over here. Maybe you're vacationing and you're at the casino and the luxury hotel. Little sauna next door. Although they probably have one in the hotel. This is they're just trying to compete here. So we've got some saunas spread out. That's fun. Medical helicopter depot we already dropped in. Crypto Observatory is basically stores deceased bodies. It only has 120 capacity, but why not? Where should we throw this one? Maybe we throw it in up by the prison. We could do that. Kind of throw it in over here on this strip, maybe. Let's see what businesses we've got. We don't want to get rid of the healthy weeds. We don't want to get rid of the electric car charge park because we're actually going to need that in a moment. I've got a plan. So let's not public market. Let's get rid of this right here. That fits perfectly. There we go. Start sending out hearses right away. And those will store 120 bodies right next to the grocery store, Healthy Weeds. So that's nice. Now this is a medical laboratory. So this can actually treat patients. Let's see how big this is. It's a reasonable size. We could throw this in somewhere over here. Might be fun next to our disaster recovery because they're researching viruses and stuff. And they can communicate with the disaster recovery unit over here. Kind of a CDC type thing. So that's working well. Now this one I thought would be fun to get in down here somewhere. We can find a good spot. I think this is all commercial. It is. So this is a sports hall and gymnasium. So give citizens a way to exercise. Indoor basketball court, highly recommend. Can recommend. 10 out of 10. Community pool we had not dropped in. Be kind of neat if we could fit it in on this centerpiece here. But where can we get it in? Can we squeeze it in? What's already occupied here? That is a clinic. Across the street from a police station. How about right here? That works. Little pool, make everybody happy. Spread some out. You can see some of these people already have pools in their backyard though, so this probably wasn't a necessary upgrade for this neighborhood because it looks like almost every single house has a pool. Let's see if we can find one down here for some of our community pool right here in the center of the square for the university. No. Where can we get one of these in? They make a lot more sense in the lower density districts. And since this is kind of the hoity-toity neighborhood, they already have pools. We won't worry about that. We'll leave the pools for now. Yoga garden, though. Let's get a yoga garden in here. That's pretty nice. Let's go check out the yoga garden. Hill Cougar loves yoga. Oh, we can even jump up on top. Get ready to pounce on the yoga instructor. This is apparently not a yoga day. This is a pop lock class today, so we'll come back when they're doing yoga. So we've added in some fun healthcare buildings. Let's see. What have we not done on the police here? We've done the helicopter. We haven't done the intelligence agency. So this is a government building basically our CIA. And I think a great spot for that would be over in our office park. Right next to there. And we'll find a way to kind of sneak a different neighborhood back in here. Maybe fill out some more of that zoning, because it does just kind of drop off. I wish you could kind of feather off the map a bit more. And had some more tiles, but we've got to deal with the limitations, unfortunately. Try and cram everything we can into this space. We've dropped in, I think, all the education buildings. Because we did do... Did we do a faculty over here? Did we not do a faculty building at the... I don't think we did. Can we get it right? Get it right there? I don't know why it won't let me snap. Let's do that. That works. Trying to get one of everything in there. So, mass transport wise, I did want to do an episode and drop maybe some blimp lines in. I do want to do shipping, because we have cargo shipping. We don't have a ship to bring tourists in. That would be nice to hook up over here. I'm thinking of burying a lot of this train network, these lines here, so that we'll have some more road we can kind of zone off here. So we'll have like the ship. In fact, let's just drop this in here right now. So we'll do this like right here, and then we'll get that all hooked up. We'll hook that into kind of a road system over here, bury these train segments, and get them all hooked up so you can get off the ship, get right into the city, come stay at the luxury hotel, and gamble all your money away. And maybe we could do some footpaths from there to the... Let's see if these get trafficked at all. I'm kind of curious. So we've got the pavement paths here. Let's see what we can do. So let's say it's from right in front of the casino. We'll come over the train tracks. We'll come back down. And we'll hook this up over here. We could do some parks and stuff over here. We could have a little path maybe that connects around. Let's curve it. Connects around to the zoo. Hopefully maybe some people will walk that. And then we could fork off this way. And fork off. Don't demonetize me, please. We'll pause. We'll reconnect our power lines after the fact. We'll just connect over for now. Right to there. There we go. Now we've got a footpath. People can walk from the casino to the hotel over to the zoo. I have no idea if anyone's actually going to walk that far, but we can put some other things in here, especially if we bury these train lines and connect this road through. We'll zone this out some more. Maybe we'll get some people walking around here. I did want to put the theme park over on this side, so we'll bury this train line under. Before I forget, we did disconnect those power lines. That's why I paused it. So that connects the airport, which should connect everything else, including our radio mast tower. There we go. Now, a couple more buildings I wanted to drop in. I believe we're on the modders pack. So we already dropped in a software development studio. I thought we could drop in some of these technology buildings. So an electric car factory. Let's repurpose this back block. So we're going to move this temporarily. We've moved this many times in this build. slap it over there for now. Hopefully I won't forget it over there. And I wanted to kind of make this back road rather than kind of these very repetitive. You can see that's a pretty bad streak right there. Very repetitive industry buildings. So let's break this up a little bit. So back into our uniques. Let's just go through the list. These don't belong there. These kind of skyscraper type buildings. Electric car factory though, that would be great right here. The end of the block. We've got the nanotechnology center. That would be cool. Let's do that. We can just cram that in on that side of the taxi stand there. We've already done the research center and robotics institute. Those are over at our college campus. So that's the robotics institute. And that is the research center. We've got the semiconductor plant. We'll need to water those apparently. We did the software development studio over here next to Grand Central. It's tucked in right in there. Space shuttle launch site. So we could do that here, but this is not the actual Chirpex one that comes with the game. This is a modder pack. So emergency response should be nearby. Okay, let's not do that just yet. Television studio. Let's find a spot for the television studio. I don't think we dropped that in yet. That could be kind of cool just off this side access road for now. And that's all for those. So let's double check our water scenario here. Extend this out one more time to cover this back alley. We're good there. We'll hit play. So we've started to break up the monotony a little bit. We've added an electric car factory. And I think now that we have some money in the bank, let's see what this does. So if we go into policies, and we're looking at citywide policies here, there's one for electric cars. City planning, maybe? So this is, of course, if you have the green cities. Everyone living in the city, or I should say everyone living in the policy area, which for this case will be the entire city, must switch to an electric car if they own any cars. Cost 200 cents. Is that, am I reading that right? 200 cents per vehicle per week. Wouldn't that be $2? So let's see what that does. Let's let that play for a minute and see what that does to our budget. It should change. We see cars despawning. We'll see if they change. I don't know how fast that takes effect. I definitely see cars disappearing kind of strangely. There is a maintenance truck, the road maintenance depot. So our budget's actually in the negative right now. Wow, it's tanking really fast. Maybe we want to do that as a district policy and affect, you know, our green neighborhoods down here, make it a Byron Bay and Adia Heights type thing, and not affect that change on the entire rest of the city, because it looks like we are going way in the red for that. Let's see if we can balance things out a little bit better. So we'll go back into policies. We'll turn that off because that is just throwing money down the toilet. And then let's go do district specific policies. So again, to do that, we go to the selection tool, go to districts, then we go to policies from there, and that will only affect the people in this district. So electric cars here and here. Okay, we'll let that play for a minute and see what that does to our budget. So that'll affect all the cars down here in this lower part of the city, the green low density housing. Housing? Housing? I feel like I said that weird. So let's see what that does. We're back in the green, which is good. That was getting very expensive very fast. Apparently we don't want to do that citywide, but we do have an electric car factory over there now. So it's nice that you are all showing your support and driving more environmentally friendly vehicles. Though, depending on what type of power you have nearby. If you had a coal power plant, in real life, you'd be using electricity, which is using coal to try and be more friendly from a carbon footprint standpoint. So it really just kind of depends on where you're actually getting your power from. In our case, we're getting it all from a nice fusion power plant, no pollution, which is good, but that's obviously late game stuff. So money's in the green and we're good. So we've done electric cars for these neighborhoods. That looks like an electric car. That Jeep does not look very electric. So we'll have to come back and see kind of what's happening with this as it goes. But I think that is a pretty good spot for today. Trying to keep this week bite-sized, recording when I can. I've mentioned it before. I'll mention it again. Staycation with the wife, trying to get some stuff done around the house. So episodes are a little shorter, but trying to tackle kind of a different topic each time. Just having some fun with it, continuing to build this city out. At some point, when we take, you know, kind of a quick break, we'll switch over to season 3, or really what will be more of a season 2.5, and that's when I want to turn the disasters on. And maybe what we could do, let's go into options for a minute and show you this. So if you turn on random disasters, you have a number of steps that we can go through, right, all the way up to the 7 tornadoes at a time that Adia sent us. So I thought maybe we could do an episode, kind of see how it handles it, a couple disasters here or there, and then next episode crank it up episode by episode until we bring the city to its knees, and then we can start a new build. But I thought that might be a kind of a fun kind of mid-season break, if you will, because we'll do it on this city since we've been able to invest in the infrastructure, in the shelters, and all the disaster response. So I think that might be a fun thing to do in one of the episodes upcoming. But we've still got a couple things that I want to cram into this city. We'll see if we can continue to grow. We're slowly growing at 153, but we're running out of space to move residents in. So maybe we should zone off somewhere a bit up here next. Try and cram in some more residents where we can. Maybe a couple blocks of high density back in here. We'll come up with some spots and do that on the next one. If you see that happiness that just waved out everywhere, I did not know at the time. A commenter mentioned it. The stadium, holy shnikes. The stadium just let out, and it was our team winning. So nice job, Santa Rico Hill Cougars. You see all those people pouring out, and most of them are going to the metro, which is awesome. You can see it is spawning cars. They just like randomly appear on the road all of a sudden. So that is generating a fair deal of traffic. They're kind of hooking through kind of a weird way through the neighborhoods. That's kind of odd. I would stay on Jim Sterling Street. In fact, I saw Sterling Street and I immediately thought Jim Sterling. So let's just rename that now. There we go. Maybe that can connect to Stardust Avenue. I don't know. We'll find a spot for it. So until the next one, I think that, again, that's a good spot to break. I always get sidetracked. Things happen. Hill Cougars won a game. If you did enjoy it, likes, comments, shares always help the channel a lot and are greatly appreciated. If you're new here, subscribe. Hit the bell to get notifications. And until the next one, this is Move the Mouse, signing off.